What is up, people? Skywalker Hendrix here with another video for you guys today. I am looking at the best clone trooper body in the Black Series. So I will be going over all of these different styles of articulation and mold choices for the Black Series clone body. I'll be determining, in my own opinion, of course, which is the best and which one could use some work. And I know most of you probably already know which one needs some work, but maybe I have some opinions that maybe not all of you have. So let's go over each clone body that the Black Series has made and discuss which one I think is best, which one I think is a little outdated, and which one I think is, if they worked on it a little more, they could get it near perfect. So, let's get into today's video, and we will start in chronological order with the first clone body that was released. So first up, we have the first clone mold that was used in the Black Series. You know, this one, it does have double joints, but that is as far as you can get it to bend. The legs are good. I mean, this in particular, Wolf, Commander Wolf, looks very, very good, in my opinion. One of my favorite clone figures ever. But he is on the old body, which just hinders articulation a little bit, which it doesn't come into play with him, for me at least, because he wields the individual blasters. But if you wanted him with like a long blaster, he's not going to be able to aim down his sights or anything. This is a great figure, though, nonetheless. Like, it is one of my... It's probably in my, like, top 20 Black Series figures of all time. So, despite the articulation, I just think it looks so good. And, yeah, that's basically where I'm at with it. If they gave us a Wolf on the... on some of the other bodies that we will get into, I think he would be a absolute banger of a figure. And some other figures fell over off screen, of course. But he would be an absolute banger if he was on a little bit of an updated body. So we will get into that a little bit, into those updated bodies. But this is the first body that was used for the clones. Of course, Wolf was not the first clone released, but he utilizes that original body. Of course, like any of the original clones before 2017, I want to say, would have used this body. You know, Cody, Fox, many others, of course. Regular, just phase 2 and phase 1 plain clones in the Black Series. The Entertainment Earth 4-pack, Order 66 4-pack, all have this body. So there are a lot that do have this body, and it's not like terrible. Like, this pose is my pose for Wolf. Like, it looks good, and it doesn't you know, I used the articulation as best to my abilities. So he looks good for what it is. You know, I wish, you know, we'll get into it, some of the pinless looks are just way cleaner. But this is the first body, so it was good at the time. I mean, 2013, 2014, 2015, this was a good body. But we will get into some of the upgrades that kind of just blow it out of the water. Alright, and here was the next upgrade in the Black Series. Of course, not much of like a total rehaul of the original clone body, but look at the cutouts in the arm to obviously make the articulation. I think this articulation is some of the best in the Black Series. You do get the pin look, so you do see the pins, but I just think it is some of the best articulation in the Black Series so far. And I just think these figures in particular, Rex and Bly, look, especially Bly, I don't know why. I'm not like as attached to his character as Rex, but like the Bly figure just looks so mean and so like badass, and I just really like the silhouette this guy gives off, and this is definitely one of the best clone bodies to date. They gave you that super amazing articulation in the arms, and that's all it really needed. I mean, we'll get into some of the other upgrades, but like this was amazing at the time when these came out. It was like we just got the best clone body ever. So but Hasbro, they kept improving, which I do give them props for that. They kept improving. So let's look at some of those improvements. So here we go. In 2020, I believe, they released a figure that rehauled the whole entire Clone Trooper body. And some people absolutely hate it. Some people like me absolutely love it. There are some downsides to it though. I mean, right here we get those rubber band type deals. You can pinch it and get it kind of all messed up. Another thing, this one does not have it, but there has been warpage to this soft helmet. It's kind of a softer plastic, and it tends to warp sometimes because we have a whole head unpainted under there. So, but this gave it a whole rehaul, butterfly joints, double jointed neck and head up there. We get the new shoulder pads that are smaller because this is modeled after the animated look for the clones, which I love. I'm a sucker for this clone body. There is another iteration of this clone body that we'll get into, but I'm a sucker for it. This helmet style, I don't know, it just I really just like the whole look. I mean, it's pinless. This is what I mean when the evolution goes. It's pinless. It looks so clean standing there. It looks like a little human standing on your shelf. And that's where I think they really nailed it. Some people do not like that the knee pad stays up there, which I understand, but at the same time I'm like, I'm not a real dynamic poser. I'm never going to have them kneeling down, so it doesn't look real great in my opinion anyway. So I just love the pinless look. I think this look is really great. I think if they slapped a 501st head on this and just repainted it and re-released it with a 501st helmet, they would literally be printing money like crazy. Because I feel like even the people that hate this body still love it and still love customizing it and all that good stuff. So really love this body, and this whole it was an overhaul on the whole Black Series clone figure. They just overhauled it, and some of the recent releases have been following this mold to the T. Some have been experimenting, which we'll get into, and some they just re-released the old body as well. So they've kind of just been throwing out all the clone bodies recently. But let's look at another one that even evolved from this. Alright, and here is the Elite Squad Trooper, looking super badass. I mean, this guy just looks amazing. They absolutely fixed the helmet by it kind of is a harder plastic in my opinion. Still has the head underneath, but they absolutely fixed the warpage of the helmet. This guy just looks really clean in my opinion, and as you can notice, he does have the old clone legs. So he has the exact same legs as the original clone mold, which is very interesting they went this route. But this was obviously because of the people that complained about the knee pad stain with the thigh, and I understand that. But I really enjoyed the pinless look a lot, but I don't know, the heftiness, these legs are a little heftier, I feel like, and I really, really love this clone figure. I know this is not a clone, and it's a enlisted soldier and all that good stuff, but it is a clone, phase 2 clone body, so I'm going to count this as a clone body in the Black Series. But yeah, they decided to go with the old legs, and I'm not blaming them for it. I mean, this guy looks super badass. One of my favorite figures in the Black Series so far. I'm a sucker for the green visor, of course. And it just looks so amazing. So, this is the last iteration so far in the Black Series of the Clone Trooper mold. So let's take a look at all of them again, and I'll show you guys my favorite. Alright, so here we got all the different clone bodies, molds, whatever you want to call it, for the Black Series. And my favorite has to be the Mishmash. But in close second, we got the fully remodeled body in close second, and in extremely close third we have the Bly Rex body, and of course in last, just due to out of date, and it's just the articulation is not there, it is last, and that is Wolf in the back there on the old clone body. But great figure nonetheless. Go get it if you don't have it. Just because it's on the old clone body doesn't make it any less of a great figure. It's just the mold that I'd even switch these two, the new clone mold and the Rex Bly, could be switched out in second and third place. But I just like the look of, I like the Mishmash, I don't know. And I love the pinless look a lot. But like this, it works for me. So that is my video for today. Leave a comment down below which mold is your favorite. If I'm wrong, let me know. Tell me which one is the best clone body. I mean, maybe you think it's the Rex Bly. Maybe you think it's the new one. Maybe you think it's the old one. I mean, you never know. Everyone's got an opinion. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Hope you enjoyed the video for today, looking at all these awesome molds by Hasbro. I just think the evolution is really interesting to look at. And, yeah, I just can't wait to see where we go in the future. So, if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you all in the next one.